what conversations are happening at the district level about reducing redundant testing or streamlining assessments to make sure only testing what's necessary. Because, for example, in the primary grades, they'll take something called core phonics. They'll use iReady. They'll do concepts about print, and they all really kind of give you very similar data. Do they know letter names, sounds, multisyllabic words, blah blah blah. So I guess my thoughts are like, what can be done to streamline it, or is that even a conversation that's being had? Because I do understand that there's like, everyone has a boss, and like there are things that come down the pipeline. It's like, this has to happen, but what can we do to make that a good experience, especially for students that are newer to the school experience? Because I see them crying and they're upset. They're like, they knock over the laptops. They don't want to do it. And I don't want that to taint their image of how school is. You know what I'm saying? So that's my question, is like, what conversations, if at all, are happening to lessen or at least streamline it? Because I know assessment is important.
I agree. 5 in kindergarten sounds kind of excessive to me. Yeah. I know there's like a kindergarten readiness test in the first semester. So I'll take that back with me. But you know, the state has gone to the progress monitoring.
Yeah.
So that's 3 assessments a year. The final one, of course, is the one that counts. And then we complement that with, like you said, some of the other assessments you mentioned, and we're trying to do everything we can to predict. And the testing is really intended to help us identify where students need a little more support, so that we can like cater the instruction and short things up, and try to get everyone to 4s and 5s. But you're not the first person to say maybe we're testing too much. And we've lobbied against with the state to say ease up on some of their testing. So I probably, it is an ongoing conversation. I can take that back with me and kind of talk. We have a whole department of research, evaluation, and assessment. And we have to make sure that we're not over-testing just for the sake of the adults, so that we can feel good about what's happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of
because we're stressing that, as a district, we stress out every year, are we going to keep our A? Are the schools going to go up a letter grade? All that stuff. I mean, that A rating, I didn't even appreciate how important it was until we went to a B. And the year we went to a B, it was the first year the state switched to progress monitoring, and they said it was information only. Like, it wasn't supposed to count. But I can tell you, there's no such thing as information only. When that B was in the newspaper, we got a lot of heat. So I was really proud of our team when we were able to kind of get the A back. I understand your concern, and I guess I need to probably get the experts involved and see what, pose that same question to them and see what they can tell me, and if there's opportunities to try to scale back.
Yeah, because I think it is important, like I said, but like 4 out of the 5 test the same exact thing. So to me, and they're all 3 times a year, and they have the same window of testing as each other. So like when it's fast time, they have to take fast and foundations and core font, and it's just like, I feel so horrible watching them go through that. And because I'm at Berkshire, and Berkshire is dual language, sometimes the students are having trouble because they're also trying to incorporate that other language time. But you have to, the tests are mandatory, so it's like, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Well, I can tell you, the intentions are good.
Yeah.
Like, we have some challenges. Like, our 2nd grade reading scores were horrible last year. And we're trying to really focus, on first, ideally, getting as many kids into a high quality PPK, pre-K program we can, so they're kindergarten ready. But then, we can't just start worrying about reading proficiency in 3rd grade. Right. And some schools will put their strongest teachers in 3rd grade. And is that really? And then if you have a weak kindergarten teacher, you could be setting a kid up for failure down the road, right? So we've really returned to a heavy phonics-based instruction. So that's what we've got foundations in UFI in every school. We work with the University of Florida Lassenger Institute, where we've done more training on the science of reading just for our teachers. And it sounds like some of these additional products we've probably brought in to try to help make sure everyone's learning how to read, maybe that's bringing too much testing with it. So